This is Ishnai Ciarfox, and I sound so fucking awake. Okay, maybe I've had a lot of caffeine. Let me real quickly do this thing to... Oh, by the way, because I was trying to get up my pity, and I figured if I get Alhaitham, well, at least I'll finally have a Dendro person that I'll keep on the field to, you know, use as a main DPS when I, you know, do all the buffs and all the other stuff. Well, guess what I got? Fucking Alhaitham. So I'm kind of okay with that. Because, anyways, let's get going. This is to level up,
Motion to compel.
Quake.
Strike a pose.
I will have order.
Oh! One with the forest.
Boom boom. Time to shine.
And we'll go do the event. Oh, one of the things I forgot to do before.
Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
Can't see?
Oh. For arenas.
How brilliant!
I'm awake enough to do this. Yes, yes I am. Shut up. Fucking I am. Yeah.
Everything.
Incinerate.
Order guide you.
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud.
That went well. You know. One of the things I didn't show off, and let me... This! By the way, I haven't done my dailies in Final Fantasy 14. I spent most of the time laying in bed going, you know, I've had melatonin and my sleep medication and it fucking ain't working. Such is life, you know? Anyways, before we do that, I have not done the test run on this. Also, I don't do the card game. You will not. Besides the fact I don't remember it. Chlorine enters the Night Veil state after using her elemental skill. In this state, her normal attacks become electro damage, dealing pistolet shots, which grant her a bond of life. And her elemental skill becomes an electro lunging strike, whose AoE and damage increase and heals her once her bond of life reaches a certain threshold. Her elemental burst grants her a bond of life and deals AoE electric damage. The orbs will drop from the trial to facilitate the testing of this character's weapon. Yeah, I heard this was the best setup for him. I always find it surprising that they don't have talents all the way up. You
Reveal thy
go.
final warning.
Loaded.
And she's one to keep on the field. From what I understand from reading it correctly. God, she... You know, I can't help but think of...
Fire it up. Here's back.
What? Cloud from Kingdom Hearts. Keeps doing that whole back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Don't get too close. Supporting fire.
Loaded.
It's gonna be fun going after what I need for him. Alhaitham performs a thrust when his elemental skill is used, generating a chisel-like mirrors and causes normal charge and plunge attacks to be temporarily converted to Dendro damage. And chisel light mirrors are present. These attacks will also activate projection attacks when they hit opponents, with the power of said projection attacks being determined by the number of mirrors present. You know, I'm not getting any of this. It's gonna flow over my head, obviously, because I am so awake. Alhatham's elemental burst will deal multiple instances of danger damage to the opponent in quick succession. You know, I just realized that trying to do raids that I don't remember will be absolutely fun. I feel sorry for... Should I be a healer on those? Funny how long the... So waiting on the trial works. I also need to do, No, I can just wait on that. To do the... Beastman stuff. Elemental will drop facility. Oh, we only get 3 characters. Alright.
I'll protect us. By royal decree.
You remember to start this. You know, the voice actor for this character is an absolute motherfucking troll, and it's hilarious. Like, he is the exact opposite.
Flicker.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Come on, we can do it.
Scatter.
Thing is, for this, I have to keep him out on the field. So, by the looks of it.
Let's dance. La, 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 la. Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Here you are. A process of elimination.
Also, Alejandro is dating... No, Alejandro, dude, does the voices I know. His cousin is dating... If I remember correctly. Latham's voice actor, which is... Sometimes it's a small world, other times it is not. Sethos can use aim shots at charge level 2 to fire shadow piercing shots that deal damage to all enemies along their trajectory. Targeting speed will be increased based on the current amount of elemental energy he has, and firing will consume elemental energy. His elemental skill deals damage to nearby enemies, and he regains elemental energy if his skill triggers an electro-related reaction. Oh, using with Dendro or not Hydro. Actually, Electro works very well with a lot of things. Hi, Shibby! How are you? Enter Twilight Meditation state, temporarily converting his normal attacks to enemy piercing dust bolts. Well, if you read the title of this stream, I'm doing perfectly! It's been over 12 hours, 24 hours since I've slept. And I'm still streaming. Things are going perfectly. Me? My ADHD worse? Nah. My, let's say, my, what? Something thoughts, come to the surface, the base is elemental, additional elemental lords will drop in the trail base after this, I'm not getting any of this. Oh, I don't think I'm getting any of this right now. Yo, adorable!
Oz, reveal thyself. Hi.
It is adorable.
Move or be moved.
I just wish that Kale's story was more shown in game versus like what happened to her to make her so scared past the fact that she was using
As you wish, make.
Tiffo and Amber, help! Stay put. Go get him, you.
Way ahead of you. By the sage's wisdom.
did pretty good for a 4 level. but of course this means that his
Excuse
this
me.
is because his
Don't be scared. Hi.
Way ahead of you. You want this?
By royal decree. Go. Try this on for some. Ready?
What was I saying? Kale's story is more told by events that, you know, you can't go back and see. And, a comic book that not everybody, of course, reads. Well, I mean, graphic novel. Of course, Bennett.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Come a little closer.
Hi, Jean.
You're in for a little shock.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse.
Nice and spicy. Eat this.
Huh? Everybody stand back.
You're in for a little shock. Surrender in a...
Yeah. Let's light it up. Off we go. Huh?
Funny thing is, Bennett is still one of the most overpowered characters.
Light it up. I'm going in.
And his story is he is absolutely accident prone. Like, his
Boba, get them. You're
his luck is horrifyingly bad. And then my sweet boy Toma. Alright, thank you so much, Chibi, for stopping by. I appreciate, hun. Sure, my voice thing is working. Hope you have a good rest of the night. Sleep well, unlike what I've been doing.
This out. Cool it.
nice and spicy. Motion to compel.
I can't use mine.
I got you covered. Freeze. Oh, so sorry.
Don't get too close.
Hey, you trying to charge me? I mean, you missed. Onwards.
Add Astra.
Check the Yas. Navigate. Oh, cool. We go to Lille. Believe that was away. And that was a bad joke. I already bought it out. No. I'm gonna speed it up. Technically, this is not Liyue Harbor. It's outside of Liyue Harbor. But I mean, commanders and war games. I feel like this is gonna go horrifyingly bad. Like, the chiseled face is though a classical sculpture come to life, and an unrivaled aura that surpasses the common folk. You must be Commander Ishnai, of whom the rumors speak, no? What? Reputation precedes you. Oh, yay! I was thinking of entrusting the Adventurers Guild with sending you a letter, extending an invitation for you to join our meeting, but somehow you have foreseen this. Yeah, sure, whatever. Joint meeting of what now? Being so formal. It feels like you're treating Ishnai like some kind of professional warrior. Yeah, I might not be. I mean, I have taken, beaten up Archons. But you have been far more than mere warriors. You've crossed blades with countless monsters and formidable foes during your journey across 5 nations. And your exploits have been painstakingly recorded and repeatedly analyzed by the armed forces of each nation. Oh god. Whether the Knights of Favonius, the Millelith, the Shogunate Samurai, Corps of 30, or... Each and every one of the armed services have given nothing but the very highest marks to your combat abilities and stratagems. Except I'm still using a level 1, well, not level 1, the dull blade, which is a single star weapon. Ishnai has the capacity to lead from the front or command from the rear. We can make that kinky if we want to. If possible, active cooperation must be established with her. Who says this? Therefore, I, Staff Officer Sudung of the Millelith, hereby formally invite you to participate in the war games of 5 armies. Is this a reference to any, I don't know, historical battles that happened maybe in China? And assume that the post of the senior consultant therein. What do you say to this proposal? Will I get paid? Yeah, the remuneration package for senior consultants is quite considerable. Will I get paid in gems? Because that's the only thing I care about. And their total daily compensation for the duration of the event will be on par with that of Millelith. That's the Millelith for you, straight to the point. A sergeant's pay, eh? Now that sounds tempting. Maybe you should hire more Millelith, because apparently you're working all the ones that are here to death. We don't know anything about wargaming. Don't be concerned about— I am concerned about that, especially with my tired state. I shall now present a detailed introduction of the events for your benefit. As you have seen, large numbers of monsters still roam the wilderness of Tevat, and they cannot be eradicated by in any sort of time frame. I'm gonna throw this out there. The Hillicurls are actually a sentient race that has its own language, and is technically, we're humans, but we're, turned into these creatures by the curse of the wild, which there's a children's book out there that says about how it was given to children who followed gods, but the Archons are gods, but left them to become Conrians, which followed no god. And when Congria, so there's been Hillicurls for a long time. Well, altogether, it's if a person kind of like abandons their god, they get the curse of the wild. Because Hillicurls have been around for generations before all the non-pure blood Conrians were turned into them. Anyways, in order to effectively, now that rambling on. Intrusive thoughts are winning. That's what it's called! Intrusive thoughts! In order to effectively deal with the monster threat, the armed services of our neighboring nations are compiling intel regarding commonly encountered monsters, seeking to analyze the threat they pose and share knowledge among ourselves. Oh! Nations working together! To this end, the Millelith General Staff has created a tabletop game pieces based on all kinds of monsters. in order to simulate hostile confrontations, and from this, analyze their combat capabilities to the best of our ability. For this iteration of the wargame, we invite members serving in various combat units to... Do I get to meet some other people? Like, more named characters that actually have voices attached to them? Besides me, but most likely I'll still have to read aloud anyways. To utilize their own radically different mindsets and perspectives to control the game pieces, finding the optimal method to suppress the monsters. Fuck. As you're not part of any of the armies and a rare tactical I don't think I've led any battles at all. Alhaitham or whatever got together and designed the thing to save the intro Archon. Everybody else has been pulling my ass out of battles, other than when I'm facing off against people one-on-one kind of thing. But like I said, I'm not leading an army though. Oh wait, I had a squadron named the Swordfish. But I did all this work anyways, and I don't remember seeing any of them except when, you know, I was supposed to talk with them to pretend that they were real people that existed, and like you were supposed to have a heartfelt emotional thing when one of them died. Anyways, you can provide an especially valuable analytical angle, greatly increasing the scope and efficiency of our wargame. Paimon thinks she gets it, so you guys are having a meeting to discuss the most convenient and safest way to deal with monsters that are sentient and have their own language, including the Viz accounts. Now you're talking Paimon's language. After all, we've got first-hand experience dealing with dangerous baddies from all over. We've also played a lot of chess-like board games before. Paimon, the second thing is true. The first thing is you did shit. I was the one fighting. If we can help a bunch of countries keep peace by playing games like we did before, I also get a pile of Mora while we're at it. You're not the one going to be playing this game. You're not the one who's going to have to think. Does that kill as a whole count as a whole flock of birds with one stone? I think Timmy would be very, very mad at you for killing his pigeons. Like this time, I might want to take things a bit more seriously. Oh, I've done this before. Please relax and just use the same mentality you use when you usually confront monsters. I don't though. I just press buttons and pray they die. You've earned yourself a reputation for being utterly inflammable among the soldiers of every nation. Good that you can't hear like the streamer side of things, where I might be screaming aloud, cursing, or being a snarky little bitch. So the utterly inflammable thing. Board is ready, and we can begin the simulation at any time. You will be assimilated into the Borg. Let us witness the unique strategy and power possessed by a genius commander such as yourself. Sweetie, go get Kokomi. Go get Kokomi! Cool. I am here. Oh, you. Were you that the guy that... I see a vision on him, so fuck if I know who you are. Honor to make your acquaintance, esteemed guest of the Commissioner. Having observed you as a distinguished person making such an admirable conversation with soothing senpai, I hope I'll be able to listen and quietly learn. Why am I saying the question of the Commissioner? It's the name is Kokomaru. I'm at your service. I am the the Yashiro Commission. It was a great honor to have heard the Commissioner and Miss Kamisoto speak of your deeds. Courage, righteousness, etiquette, integrity, elegance, kindness, wisdom. In each of these areas, you're a role model for all to emulate. I think you are mistaking me for somebody else. Or something. Is that really what Ayato and I said about me? Such humility as well. This virtue too worthy of study. If only I had the fortune to meet you sooner. Please stop. Please stop simping. The scale of this exchange is not large, but its small size belies a great significance. The Commissioner and the General Kojo discussed it thoroughly before selecting myself as the representative of the delegation. Did you brown nose them as much as you're trying to brown nose me? I was once in charge of leading a platoon to clear out the monsters and bandits in the mountains. I suffered a few setbacks, and I consider my martial skills to be superb. Until the last warrior spirit sword fighting exhibition, in which my skills were edged out by Hirotatsu senpai. I guess that was an event I was not a part of. I was unable to take part in the official competition. It was only then that I understood the meaning of humility. I was very fortunate the Commissioner believed that although I could not reach the apex of swordmanship, I could still lead soldiers in the battle and had great potential in the area of eradicating monsters. For this reason, I was gifted with this opportunity. It wasn't until after I came to Leeway that I realized there is always someone out there who is better, and still those with consummate martial prowess that are beyond count. Just like Susan Senpai, who is not only exceptional with the spear, but also a master of tactics. I just go in and hit things and press buttons. It's good to get out, travel, and see the world and learn a bit. Should there be a convenient juncture in the future, I hope you can recommend a few places suited towards expanding one's knowledge of martial disciplines to me. My gratitude would be beyond words. I mean, there is a nice, totally not scheming man up in the mountains that talks about the whatever art that no longer exists. That was once the clan or whatever. But hi, Tarina. At the Special Security and Civilians before reporting for approach. Oh God, you. Oh God, you. You're gonna keep coming up with titles for me. You. Rest of it too really makes this trip totally worth it. When did I become proto-boss? That's Captain Chevers and this assessment of you. The highest acknowledgement of both the Special Patrol and the Guards. Can I stop be getting titles, please? You've been promoted from boss level force to pronto boss. That means not only your fighting skills at the par, but you're also the cream of crop when it comes to commanding as well. People have got the wrong idea. I do not come up with these plans. Literally, especially with the swordfish, Kokomi told me what to do, and I went and did it. Doesn't the fact that the staff officer from the Militsun Thung invited you to join prove it? I think everybody's delusional and needs to, you know, go to sleep like I do, except I'm still gonna stream. The simulation was pretty interesting. I got to see some of the greatest fighters from the other worlds for myself, and how they dealt with monsters was simply dazzling. It was all just like the stuff you showed me before. You know, if I'm remembering where you're from thing, I took like one thing of your goddamn, I think it was mushroom thing, fighting fungi or whatever, and decided I hated this and didn't do it again. Anything else? Oh, I'm sorry, you're a super busy beast, so I don't know how you learned any tactics from that. Buzzing all over, so you might not be able to remember right away. I was correct! When I was playing Little Fungi Funtastic Fiesta before, you gave me the gift of your insight. No, I did not. I repeat, I only played one of those games just to see how it was, and I decided it was not worth the gems, which was saying something. Okay, the Fontillion Film Festival was nice. Especially with getting introduced to Chevres like that. And during the Fontillion Film Festival, it showed me just what a real Top Gun could do in our 1,000-pace interdiction arc minute sharpshooting zone promotional event. God damn them naming this stuff. It was a genuine revelation. I mean, as much as I suck at first-person shooters, that was kind of... I've made pretty significant progress lately and haven't had too many missions on my docket. So when Captain Chevres and Captain Gross got the invitation, they decided to send me as a representative. The patrol members you taught are all slowly getting better. I'm working hard to become an outstanding sharpshooter capable of helping you. Trust me, the time you spent helping wasn't a wasted one, except for the one time that I didn't, technically. Hey, give yourself some credit too. You're simply too kind, Proto-Boss. How about this? I will accept your praise if you stop calling me these fucking titles. Anyways, I can't thank you enough. I'll be joining in a few more simulations over the next few days. The mini monsters they use each time are different. It kind of feels like my brain is playing in a serious, magnificent tactical place. Fuck me for like how many hours I haven't slept and trying to do something like that. You're from the potions thing. Right? We meet again, Honorary Knight. See, I prefer that title. When Suding mentioned he planned on inviting a reliable outsider expert to join us, I immediately thought of you. Apparently everybody else did. How do you think the war game is going? That thing that strikes me is most how each nation has a vastly different approach to fighting. Due to the different levels of focus on the size of their forces and training, the Millelith are concerned more with the formation and the disposition of their troops. When clearing out hordes of monsters, they're like a steel-flanked juggernaut. You can just directly roll over an entire camp of beasties, crushing everything in their path, offensive and defensive all in one, completely unstoppable. When operating on a terrain ill-suited for deploying a wide front line, they'll split up, reassemble into multiple smaller formations of the appropriate dimensions, shows that their flexibility to pursue their objective isn't compromised. Even if opponent studies their tactics and formations, their intelligence is accurate, it would still be difficult to find a weakness to the exploit. Fortunately, this style requires a very high degree of awareness and discipline from every soldier. In all of Teyvat, maybe only Liwei's Millelith can do that. I mean, maybe Fontaine's. Who the fuck are you? Hello, friend of General General Sino and the Flame Mane. I represent the Corps of 30 delegation. Allow me to extend my greeting to you. You know me? Surely you jest. You once participated in a commercial event at Port Ormos and assisted the Corps of 30 in arresting a crafty criminal on a scholarly accomplish. It was an event. I was not here for it. Your performance during that operation showed both wisdom and bravery. Well, I wasn't there mentally, as in I hadn't started playing the game. Therefore, I'm going to say that my character wasn't there mentally. Therefore, also the fact that I've been thrown into things and hit my head on things and fallen off cliffs and forgotten that I could glide and, you know, smash my body to the ground. So, yeah, my memory may not be the way it should be. And every mercenary who heard tell of your deeds consider you the best of the best. It looks like you never cease in your unsparing efforts, and the amount of criminals you've dealt with is staggering. You dealt with, like, arrested or murdered, because one is more than the other. Those two scoundrels barely even register in your memory. Sure, we'll go with that. More or less. That is so. We should always look ahead, and the Flame Mane often says as much the same. Everyone at the Corps of 30 greatly respects the Flame Mane. She has looked out for many of our brothers, and many of her number have followed her into battle. If she had a bit more patience for paperwork and rules, perhaps she could have come with us to Well, I bet she would have come if she realized that I was going to be here and learn. Sparring with experts is completely different styles, learning new skills. Not to mention Liwei cuisine should be to her liking. Everything is new. It's quite refreshing. I'll invite her here when I get the chance. Stop by the citadel of Regzar when you've got some time. Feast on meat and chew on the fat of with the brothers of the 30 Corps. The Corps learned. Touched on a critical issue. Through our cooperation this far, I've observed a massive gap in the degrees of organization. As everyone knows, the Corps of 30 is one branch of the many Ermite organizations. They're responsible for the defense of numerous cities. The management of manpower, training, and supplies is fairly relaxed. Personally, I envy the Millelith. They have a huge factory in Blackcliff Forge and can guarantee a supply of all kinds of high-quality weapons and other equipment. As mercenaries, we mostly rely on individual blacksmith operating their own forges. We may hope to get a deal and buy a good weapon, but most cannot compete with the fully furnished products of Leeway's factories. I mean, I'm betting the Ishnai has kind of worked on that as well, and of course Inazuma had that problem with, you know, radioactiveness in multiple locations. Asking to set up a academia is pretty straightforward when it comes to payment. But if we were to ask them to set up a dedicated department, everything from purchasing raw materials to production and processing, it's not likely. Not to mention the Millilith provide standardized training to all their soldiers with a strict assessment standards, while most mercs are just trying to make a living. There's all level of skill among us. Anyway, in addition to tactical considerations when dealing with monsters, there's a lot of other things that need to be considered. Like, why I'm continuing reading this. Fine, I'll read this aloud. Our paths have crossed before, but unlikely you paid me much heed. You are correct in that. I was once a frontline soldier, followed Lady Yuhung to the Guyun Stone Forest to deploy our mass-produced... Oh, the wife of, the Abyss, Lord of the Abyss? Sea creature. Personally witnessed the entire battle by which you and Hi. No, that was me being thrown into a wall and a cute, sexy girl. And also, she's not an Adaptus. Did all the work for me. Adaptus... I don't know why I'm forgetting her name. Her adaptive powers are worth of utmost veneration, though it may be beyond the capacity of an ordinary soldier to acquire such strength through honing their martial skills. She's not an Adaptus. I mean, she was taught by an Adeptus, but she's not an Adeptus. In any case, it's difficult for mere mortals to defeat foes on that level by relying solely on improving their martial skills or weapons of a single individual. I'm gonna throw this out there. Back in the, like, 500 years ago or whatever, Millilith were nearly just as strong. This feels like more of a regression. Not to discount the importance of those two factors, or that one can be prepared for everything simply by sticking to traditional army formations. We must adapt to the times and continuously upgrade our arsenal and tactics. Combining advanced weaponry and tactics are the basic requirements for securing victory. Or fucking blind luck. Utilizing the proper tactics for the adversity you're facing is the key to prevailing. Or fucking luck. Like, the only reason why I don't remember which nation it was. Survived, it might have been England or something. Was because the Spanish Armada ending up in a storm that took out half their fleet. Was it the Spanish? It was some kind of thing that took out half the fleet that had the best in the world or something like that at the time. This war game lies in acquiring more of these keys. With significant preparations, even an enemy as powerful as can be dealt with. I'm playing Pokemon. Or kind of like Final Fantasy VII remake stuff too. Actually, Final Fantasy VII, the thing on that whatever hill. Chips. Oh fuck. I just have to use the skill. Name the skill. Okay. Types of combat units suppress other types. AoE damage units have significant advantage against squad units. I'm not gonna remember this. Actually, I can remember this part because it's RuneScape. Logic, because I can consider that a mage. Melee units are more resistant in battle. Oh, really? You have to be up close and personal. It's telling what kind of things are. That's the opponents. This is like the Arkham Wars or something in Honkai, isn't it? All of these are group ones, so I'm guessing bitchin' better deal this way. But, that's the more powerful thing. What are these considered? Oh, those are AoE. Ah! But I only have these choices. What? 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 What am I doing? Where's Waldo? During assault scenario, I will remember this. So your goal is to use combat units to destroy opposing bases. In a short period of time after stronghold mechanism is destroyed, it will be reset as opposing. This could be deployed.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now. Let's end this now. We'll meet again. Right.
I'm just spawning them when they can.
Fry. Picked the wrong test subject.
Fun. It's especially going to be nice. I mean, they're doing a graphical update on your characters and stuff. I think, if I remember correctly. Hi, Rose. How are you? But also, say, what was the other thing? I don't remember right now. um. Switch could be, I don't want to be. Twitch could be opinionated. Also, tired. Couldn't you tell? I'm gonna say, when there are only units facing a single faction nearby, the stronghold flag will be captured by the faction with a certain period. Oh, capture the flag! Faction controlling the flag gains deployable units 25% size.
My blade! Finally, cut down like this.
I think I know how to do this better. That's why I'm going through it faster, I think. Maybe, I don't know. So how are the rest of y'all?
To the fairy.
Bet you're more awake than I am. Okay, the key of the matter is remember that you have a special skill too, because you're a special somebody. That apparently is a very good commander. Which I can't remember why I would be. Everybody else has told me what to do this entire time. Even when I was leader of a command, what is that? That's a siege, okay. Strong, staying power that will only attack stronghold mechanism, attack any other enemy. Oh, there is one, one, which wait, I want that. Blah, blah. One second, y'all. So I lost my phone, so I'm at the point of losing my goddamn mind. Really fine, everything's fine. Fine. What are you laying on my phone? I don't have enough. Actually, I will. Angsty angst. Also ranged, and that's water and... Wait. I mean, heal? I become healer? I become healer? Yep.
Fry! And you! Picked the wrong test subject.
Mom wanted to chat.
Perfect distance. Ha! Going somewhere?
Oh! Now that I know what the fuck I'm doing, though, when we get to the other side of things, I might not know as much what the fuck I'm doing, but I mean, that's... I don't know why I keep hitting that button now. Listed. Oh, water. So, do I do ranged and flying fuckers? Okay. Mm-hmm. Alright. You think I'm gonna pick healing again? You are fucking right.
You win.
Poorly. We're slowly making our way over here. Downtown, walking fast, faces past, homebound. Because I am creative. creative. Don't really. Woo! One more to go. I mean, two more to go. I mean, goddamn it. Whether they have a select, you know, should pick these kind of levels. For that, no. Water and ice. Is target flying? Sorry, I'm thinking. Various pastime, I know. Yeah. Of course, you expect me not to heal?
Going somewhere? Finally, the perfect distance.
From a distance, fa la la.
Going somewhere?
No.
My blade.
P5 full farm! Explode! Last one, last one, last one! Unique enemies units should keep it reserved. You can mix. Sorry, I'm thinking. Which is, like I said, scary pastime, I know.
Let's end this now. Meet again.
You really have to worry about not summoning any of them. Why does it keep appearing? Okay, I'm not done. Oh. Let's... guess the idea should probably be a flying one. I being smart, kinda, sort of, who knows? Wrong thing. Wrong button. But that y'all are now wet. Jokes, quips. They took each other out. Cool. I win! Now I get to be defensive. Ah! Praise me for my attacking abilities. Think. I have to go through all of this. I didn't realize this was it. I was thinking there might be, you know, people to talk with, but fun. Didn't really have that many fire. What? Letting me switch these out, are you? Why though? Why though? Depends 3 rounds each round. You attack the different. Come to your feet, you'll drop support beacons. Support beacons you deploy out like a. No tower defense. Position they originally. This is a tower defense game. Left flank and center. There. I can do shit. What the fuck you want from me? Yes, I'm hyperactive. I'm waiting for the fucking 5-hour energy to work. Okay, okay.
We'll meet again. treasure.
All opponents. Oh no, there's a exclamation mark. Ah.
We'll meet again.
That was okay. At least it has to be able to. I was like, really can't choose. You really. Don't get a choice in that. I don't get a choice in that.
Perfect distance.
How a distant.
Going somewhere?
That was a.
Feel my blade.
Fall before me.
Hi, Rich Kid. How are you? I'm trying to do tower defense very well. That's all I should say. I'm doing it very, very well.
Fall before me. Fall before me.
Perfect distance. Ha! Going somewhere?
Ah! I mean, I've played worse tower defense simulators. Not really. I'm just here for the gyms. The gyms. Gyms. And after this, I'm jumping to Final Fantasy 14, but I'm just here for gyms to and show off how well I play this game when I am absolutely exhausted.
Going somewhere? The perfect distance.
Have you done this yet, though?
My blade. Going somewhere? Distance. Going somewhere? To the very.
Okay, cool. I can't choose. The other thing that's kind of annoying is I can't choose, I don't think, unless I, is it challenge prep? Wait, yeah, it won't let me choose my lineup, and it's kind of annoying. It allowed me, when I was doing attack, to be able to choose my lineup. Unless it's now letting me do it later on. Which, by the looks of it, no. I should probably pay attention to, which way it says which flank it comes from, but I am not in the right mind to remember this stuff. At all. Just wing it. Wing it! Cast crossbow. I did the wrong thing for that. I chose poorly, which is nothing new. I have no clue. On my first pull, I got her, which also confused me because my luck has been horrible in the past few banners. And why the fuck I couldn't get, you know, my precious let's say, as a Fox Vtuber, I needed to get my, you know, Fox baby, but Guy Miko decided not to come home today. I mean, then. And also, the writer of the Shogun didn't feel like coming home either. Al-Haytham also came home here, and I was just kind of doing it for pity, to build up pity. Kinda, but not completely. Crap baskets. Crap baskets! Yeah. God damn it. 74. I fucked up. I fucked up! And fuck down! And fuck left! And fuck right! I just suck at this. How would I put here? Yeah. Stop pulling a joke. goodness gracious on that. That was luck. And a half. Heart beacon, where? Yeah. So, I have fire on the same side as that fire there, but I mean, this one as quick as possible, my people, so I can get another support thing to put over here. I put all the electric on the wrong side! Ah! At least I could, I guess, throw fire at them? First one, oh no.
Fall before me. You win.
Okay, that was close. Ah! Bosses. I'll say, and how strong was the shot itself? Like, was it like 40%? Was it like... Oh, now lets me choose the leadership skill, which is heal. Boy. 50%. Oh, wow. And let me guess, no eating beforehand, so, lovely combo?
Again.
Dixie cup size, probably. Am I right?
this now. Let's end this now. We'll meet again. We'll meet.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate. I'm kind of concentrating at the moment. It's just maybe over concentrating. I don't know. I'm here. How does that count as something? I was thinking about getting alcohol to add in with the, you know, being very, very tired, but then I realized that would have been an extremely worse, stupid idea. Ah! Try and remember. Bitchin' if it works. Ah, I already forgot.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now.
Strange noises coming from me? Yeah! Gonna get into Stranger when I get to Final Fantasy 14, and I'm gonna have to heal a raid that I never don't remember at all. And technically haven't done it in that character in over. Yeah, I do. Yep, yep.
Let's end this now. Let's end this now.
Uh... As a Fox VTuber, I am required to pull for the Fox guy that they've drip marketed. But I'm not sure. Especially Hawkeye Star Rail, I've never actually had a problem with gems.
Let's end this now.
Just as a general statement.
Let's end this now.
One second. Sorry, I had to had to grab something. But yeah, Honkai Star Rail, unlike Genshin Impact and others, is just really nice. Which reminds me, tomorrow I need to, on my own, finish the Galactic Ball stuff. But I haven't quite decided whether I want to pull for Firefly. I think the Fox dude is like 2 banners away, so it's not like I don't have time to, you know, farm up a certain amount. Nice. Our right flank is just one's gonna be left flank is gonna be all siege weapons. Electric and I also need elemental reactions. I'll see if I can. Back to not allowing me to heal. This is a pretty big. Sport token for that? Okay. I don't know what to think. From what I understand, it's kind of based after, because Honkai is has connections since Welt is from Impact third Impact. That there's a certain amount of crossover there. But like I've been hearing rumors on the internet that there's a kind of connection between what she has and what she is there and another whatever, like her model character. Also, it's scary to think of her with a sword. I'm sorry. It's already scary enough to have her think of her with a bow. I missed. Baskets! It's Scorpio. Okay, that was Hey hate that I don't have... I mean, I can understand, you know, when you're defensive, you have less control over things, but I feel like I have too less control over things, but I mean, I'm doing fine. I'm gonna probably do fine. Oh. Center, left flank, and right. Okay. See if I can memorize this. Ain't happening. Ice. Electro. Fire. I'm fucking not gonna remember this. Yep. This is tower defense at its... that's my only response about this. Woo! Woo! I hate this. At least he's walking right into the drop. Kinda. Damn it! I say that, and then I jinx it. Oh, he's flying by trap card, except he isn't. I really should have moved the trap over. And I can get one of them.
We'll meet again.
What was her threat? And yay, I did it! Ah! I finished it, I finished it, I finished it! Finished. That all you fucking wanted from me? The standard pull. Say to you, I don't want to say anything back. Mine. Gives a weapon enchantment XP.
Sometimes the laws can
Hi. Yep. Thanks to both of you, Ishnai, your most talented helper. She did shit. As usual. Except she eats all the food and then I have to do all these fucking commissions. And this is canon to feed her. But I have no money all the times. In the course of observing these war games, we've seen all sorts of combat strategies put into practice and a wide range of complex scenarios that we can analyze and learn from. Dude, I was just pressing buttons again. Now we just need to broaden our model by taking into account the different types of soldiers and their special traits. Then we'll be able to create a variety of scenario-based training manuals for different units to study. I mean, I'm quite sure Kokomi has already done that. The two, are you interested? I'd be happy to provide you with said manuals the next time we meet. That way you'll be able to try different scenarios on your spare time. The answer is sure, why not? But I will absolutely use it for Kindle. Ha! Even I recognize it! Finally finished. All thanks to Paimon and me. Paimon still hasn't gotten her head around all the rules yet, but it's pretty fun. Seems like the results were good too. Anyways, on behalf of the Millis General Staff and the representative of all the other participating entities, allow me to express my sincere gratitude. With any luck, we'll get a chance to work with you again in the future. Yes, just give me gems. I'm gonna lie. That way we shall get even better at wiping out monsters and securing our lands. You know, the monsters have feelings too. Why are we assuming the monster's bad? Anyways, lying. I will be delighted to help. Everything's going so smoothly. Shut up, Paimon. Not only did we manage to strengthen our connections with various groups we've met before, but we helped people all across Tevat, too. Yes, people that I only actually remembered one of you. Besides, Paimon's learned loads from watching you wargame. And you won't put it to any use, right? I'm the one that's going to be on the battlefield. If we have some time to kill at some point, maybe we could come back and test out some more scenarios. Will I get paid for it? If not, I'm not coming back here. Now, if an Abyssal Maid had to fight out against the Great Snowboard King, who would win? The fucking Snowboard King! Fucking Avalanche! Or who has the hardest head? A Rune Guard or a Rune Guard? Give us a... Do you say anything new? I don't want to talk to you. Back there. Esteemed guests of the crush, it'll be time for us to depart homeward. Seeing how busy you've been of late. I mean, I just showed up here and then for 2 hours did this and I'm leaving. If I've been remiss, please accept my apologies. Pleasure would be all mine. Please send Ayato and Ayaka my regards. Your magnanimity has left a deep impression on me. I shall be sure to pass on your fine words to the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato. I repeat, I am not this good saint person that you... I was a bitch to Farina during her quest. I am not the magnanimous nice person. In fact, I was both going to strangle my character and Paimon before the end of it because poor Farina was 500 years of fucking trauma. Games are nearly over. Stop calling me any kind of titles. You're not allowed to make up any more titles for me. None of you are. What I'm talking about is the General Special Security Surveillance Patrol, this stuff. Mentioned that your work all went pretty smoothly, yes? I mean, you didn't hear, you know, the streamer's voice who's controlling Lumi running around screaming like a chicken with their head cut off. It did indeed. How's it all gone for you? It's been great. We've gotten so much out of it. Good! Learn to panic. In the war games, we came up against many highly mobile opponents, such as flying fungi. You already did the fungi stuff anyways. That's your event, which I actually refused. Like I said, I did it once and then fucking refused to even finish it. Gems were not worth it. Weapons like muskets, which are slow to fire, require precision, aren't very effective against such flows. To make up for this, we focus on improving our ability to implement rapid rotation tactics in smaller squads. Compared to our previous formation-based way of shooting, our combat style has become a lot more flexible. All in all, these war games have helped us identify the weaknesses in our tactics, so we now have a much clearer idea of what we needed to work on. I'm pumped, to be honest. Yay for you. Hey, Phony. Looks like you're pretty much done, Honorary Knight. Our work here is almost finished too, so we head back to Mondstadt soon. How did the collaboration go? Not bad at all. It exposed our flaw in our current strategy. Oh, just a flaw? Namely that long-range capabilities of our mobile forces seem to be somewhat lacking. You also have a cavalry captain that doesn't fucking have a horse. Ever think of that? During the war games, we had multiple though I'm quite sure Kaya definitely gets around and is ridden a lot. You think I'm joking? We have multiple skirmishes. He also does the writing too. And Clockwork Mecha Fontaine. Though we did have our units with heavy bows, they had a great difficulty penetrating the thick armor of our opponents, so we had to get in as close as possible. But as a result, we lost the intel advantage that we expected our chemical recon equipment to give us. Seems like we're going to need an outrider's input on this one. Or perhaps Emma Toll can make some miniature explosives, which we could attach to our airheads. Or you could just get have, you know, your Spark Knight join you. Lee solves everything with explosives. Yes, that sounds like it might work. We meet a grand friend of General Matra. I got it this time! The Flame Main. It's a shame we can't stick around and chat for a few more days. We're preparing to return to Sumeru. How did the war games go? The longer we spent doing it, the more we felt we learned. For instance, we found ourselves facing monsters from Inazuma, the likes of which we've rarely seen. Well, I mean, there's also the fucking ones that, like, do the blood drain thing, which is fucking annoying. Even with all our years of experience as mercenaries behind us, there was very little that could help us find an effective way to defeat them. I don't know, some of them are wolves. Throw them meat, and then run the other way. Cut down your slowest mercenaries so that the rest can get away. In the end, it was only after seeing the offensive strategies being used by others that we suddenly realized what we needed to do. It was like a revelation. It must be said, though, when you're pitted simulated monsters against one another like this, as long as you analyze the scenarios carefully enough, there's always a way to ensure victory, even from the very averagely equipped squad of Emirate mercenaries. I guess. You're also sounding very, like, astute, like academia doesn't reject you and your people. Anything else? This is stop bootlicking, please. Or simping, or anything of that. We've been able to compile a variety of different manuals. We truly in your debt. I forgot to ask, you mentioned the Milit's General Staff. Oh, that's what we tend to call it. After all, it hasn't actually been around that long. After the Battle of Bishit, Lady Yu Hong conferred the other King officers and decided that it reorganized Milit's chain of command. Li Wei has had no lack of military advisors since ancient times, but most commander strategists would work alone. The wisdom and influence that one individual can bring to bear, in truth, is very limited, except for me, my protagonist. Based on the intel gathered from all of it, established this department's way, bringing consultants and advisors together, streamlining the process of divvying up the work. You know, you could hire more Millilith along with that, because all I've heard from Milliliths is that they're overworked and not enough people. This way, advisors will get to analyze more accurate intel so that the battle they plans they create will also be airtight. Airtight! You mean watertight! You mean not the Titan that's imploded. I'm never gonna stop making jokes about that. They'll also be able to hand over their findings to troops with greater precision. Ah, I see. Alright, given your status, I suspect Lady Young will explain it all to you, both in terms of comprehensive and comprehensible the next time you see her. I'm quite sure my eyes will glaze over like they're doing now. I also hope our intel will prove useful to you too someday. I should never lead an army into battle, ever! It's almost as bad as, you know, Final Fantasy levels of stupidity. Anyways, yeah. And I need to change the thing to say that I'm going to Final Fantasy. And I get to torture people with my healing. Awake that I am. Okay, come on, 5-hour energy. You're supposed to fucking work. Wait, I think I have enough to... Yep, listen. Slowly working her up. Alright! I will be right back, switching everything to Final Fantasy, and most likely I'll have a queue that I have to wait because it's a Saturday!